Welcome to Kidmissing TV. Today we're going to talk about the case of Bobby Panknin. Bobby was 4 years old when he disappeared barefoot in just a pair of blue shorts from Deep Lake Resort, Washington State, on the 3rd of August 1963. He was hiking with his mom and his brothers. One of his brothers wanted to see a waterfall. So his mom told his 10-year-old brother to stay with Bobby, and she was going to take the middle brother to see the waterfall that they could hear that was close by. Well, being 10, he didn't listen, and they both walked toward mom and the baby, and or actually the middle child, and somewhere along the line Bobby got lost. There are several theories. No trace was ever found, not even footprints, which is strange since he was in bare feet. And I have to say, why would you take your kid on a hike in bare feet? That doesn't make sense. That rings a bit of an alarm bell, I'll admit. But anyway, the first theory was that a predator, a big cat, an eagle, or a bear may have grabbed him. I think you would have heard screaming. And there also would have been evidence. There would have been tatters of clothing. There would have been blood. Maybe parts, as much as I hate to say that. But there would be some evidence. Theory number 2 is an abduction. Maybe, but I'm not sure. Theory number 3 was that he wandered. A dog did trace his scent for 3 miles, I think it was, a couple of miles. That's a long way to walk barefoot on a hiking trail, or off the trail, depending on whether he was on or off the trail. It doesn't specifically say whether the dog scented him off trail. I just find it interesting that the dog, scented him. They didn't, like I said, specifically say on or off trail. I wish they had, because that would certainly be telling. Because if he's on the trail, he should have been easily found by his mother. I can't see him, as I said before, going far on his own barefoot. And no footprints is weird, although my mother says not necessarily. Bless me, Father, for I have sneezed. It says to me that he was picked up. And I guess a person could pick him up, put their hand over his mouth, and keep him quiet. But a predator isn't going to do that. An eagle's going to grab you by the shoulders, arms, whatever he can grab, your head, and you're going to scream. And there's going to be blood. If a bobcat grabbed you, again, you're going to scream, you're going to kick, there's going to be tatters of clothes, there's going to be blood. Heck, a coyote is going to eat you right there, probably. So I don't know. And it was a resort, so I'm sure there were lots of people around. Maybe one of them took an opportunity to take him when he was alone. Maybe it was an opportunistic thing. That does happen. Now, interesting, there being no footprints also makes you wonder how a person could have picked him up, but at the same time, an animal, with the exception of an eagle, would leave prints as well. That being said, if you're wearing shoes and it's a trail, you may not even see prints. But there are professional trackers who know what to look for to see if anyone has been in the area, you know. I'm not a tracker, so I don't know how to explain that. But I do know that they see broken things, certain things stepped on, and they're used to visualizing that, so they know what they're looking for. Now, what we know about that day is it was a hot summer day. They were camping. The Deep Lake Resort is now defunct. That means it doesn't exist anymore. It's shut down. There was, let's see, Bobby and his brothers were 6 and 10. They went on a hike with their mother. Oh, they were on the side of a logging road, so there could have been a truck driver or anything else there. That's an interesting note. Did the dog send him down the logging road? Seems to me that's, if he was going to wander, that's where he would wander rather than traipsing through the woods, especially barefoot. I could be wrong. The son Ted had decided to stay at the campsite that afternoon and go fishing with Dad. As they hiked along the trail, that's when the middle son asked his mother if he could go. Actually, it was not the middle son. See, I thought it was the middle son that asked if he could see the waterfall, and Mom took him. It wasn't. It was the oldest son, and she left the 6-year-old in charge of the 4-year-old. Okay, that rings another alarm bell. Sorry, things are not adding up here at all. But Jim, of course, being 6 years old and having a mind of his own, decided to follow Mom and brother. Over 500 people a day participated in the search. There were bloodhounds. They turned them loose at midnight on Saturday. Gave him a sniff of the boy's shoe. And they really thought that they would be back within an hour with the child, but that did not happen. He was only wearing blue swimming trunks and nothing else. Eventually the official search was called off, as it often is. In 1964, a letter from FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover said, "No evidence has been developed indicating a kidnapping has occurred." Despite this, Sheriff Holter urged doctors, including doctors in Canada, to keep an eye out for Bobby on the chance that he had been abducted and was living with a new family. To this day, Bobby's brothers still dwell on their actions that afternoon. You know what, though? I don't think they should. They were 10 and 6 years old. It's not their responsibility. And I know that's easy for me to say, you know, on the outside, but honestly, I wish they wouldn't beat themselves up. The Sheriff's Office currently on the case is the Stevens County Sheriff's Office at 1-509-684-5296. That's 1-509-684-5296. Bobby was blonde. He was 2 feet 8 inches tall and weighed 30 pounds. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I will see you next time.